Please be seated. Welcome family, friends, and graduates to the graduation of the Brighton High School class of 2024. The time that we have been waiting for our entire lives has finally come. Soon we will be able to call ourselves Brighton High School graduates, and we will reflect on all of the memories we have made together throughout the past 13 years. This accomplishment would not be possible without the love and support from our families, teachers, and friends. So thank you for everything you have done for all of us. Everyone, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Please be seated. Good evening. I am Brian Croson, principal of Brighton High School. We are excited this evening to celebrate your student as they walk across the stage for graduation. After the ceremony, our graduates will walk out of the stadium back into the school and out of the front doors. Please meet your graduate at the front entrance to take as many pictures as you would like. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guests. Sitting to my right, Mr. Brantley Tillman, Assistant Principal, Ms. Shayla Hill, Assistant Principal, and Dr. John Combs, Director of Schools. To my left, Ms. Margaret Alsbrook, Assistant Principal, and Mr. LeJared Baker, Assistant Principal. At this time, the choir will perform their selection, Slipping Through My Fingers.
slipping through my fingers. I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it, slipping through my fingers all the time. See what's in my mind each time I think I'm close to knowing. Slipping through my fingers all the time. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile.
The 2024 class historian is the daughter of Matthew and Jenna Shelton. She has a 4.4386 GPA and a 30 on the ACT. It is my pleasure to present the class historian, Miss Madison Lee Shelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, parents, and fellow graduates, we are here today not only to celebrate the achievements and hard work of our graduates, but also to mark the closing of an important chapter in our lives. The past 4 years have been filled with change and new experiences, from leaving middle school to becoming adults. However, whatever these years may have thrown at us, we have never let obstacles hold us back from succeeding and moving forward, as proven by all of us being here tonight. So as we sit here, curious about what the future holds, let's take a second to remember the strength and resilience that brought us to this moment. We started our journey as freshmen under the shadow of COVID-19, the unprecedented global challenge that transformed our life and learning experiences. Many of us struggled during that time, especially when it came to schoolwork, but we have managed to persevere and overcome those difficult times. Working through the challenge was overwhelming and discouraging, yet we've managed to pull through and grow as students and as people. We learned to manage and balance our time between in-person and online work. We had to communicate more thoroughly with our teachers and administrators, allowing us the opportunity to stand up and advocate for ourselves. We pushed through our challenging beginning to high school, despite the confusion and struggle, learning skills that allowed us to prosper over the last 4 years. Even though our journey has been filled with obstacles, that is not what defines us. Instead, we are defined by our willingness to overcome those obstacles and our perseverance. We chose to spend our time involved in school clubs and organizations that have helped us to grow as people. I know that DECA specifically is the reason I'm even able to stand up here today and speak to you. It brought me out of my shell over the years and has inspired me to get out of my comfort zone, no matter how scared I might be. These clubs, whether it be DECA, HOSA, Student Council, Honor Society, or one of the many other clubs offered at our school, have many requirements like competitions, volunteer work, and merit hours that have taught us responsibility and community. Even with the workload we were given, we made time to involve ourselves in groups with a bigger cause or meaning than ourselves, learning along the way the importance of working as a group. Being in the Student Council and Honor Society has taught me the joy of giving to my community through volunteer work, whether in nonprofits like food banks or even just around our school. Being Vice President of DECA, I have learned how to be a leader and how much I truly enjoy watching my members grow and learn. Their accomplishments means as much to me as my own. And just as clubs and activities have shaped us through our journey at Brighton High, we've had many excellent teachers, mentors, and administrators play an integral part in our success. Look back and think about teachers who have made it a priority to guide you, not only in the classroom, but in your future careers. Teachers like Ms. Davis have had seniors end their classes by making a resume that we can use when looking for jobs even after graduation. And while the people who became our mentors aided our path to graduation, we took their advice, resources, and expertise and applied it to ourselves, allowing it to shape us into who we have become today. As we now go on to scope the new goals and overcome new hardships, let us take the lessons we've learned and the support we've gained from Brighton High School and let that guide us into the future we hope to build for ourselves. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to recognize our AP scholars who have taken 4 or more advanced placement classes during their high school career. Students, please stand when I call your name. Cora Anderson, Ella Beiersdorf, Aiden Booth, Caitlin Boston, Summer Buchanan, Ethan Cranford, Aubrey Davis, James Aiden Fitzhugh, Skylar Grimes, Eric Keith, Xavier Lassiter, Addison Marshall, Noah Maxwell, and Addie Rankin. Thank you, students. You may have a seat. We are very proud to announce that the Brighton High School class of 2024 has a scholarship total in the amount of $16,116,000. Congratulations to those students who will be continuing their education.
Not everyone can rule our great nation. It takes a strong, dedicated, and loyal force to protect and preserve it. At this time, I would like to acknowledge those young men and women who have honorably enlisted in the United States military to protect and serve. Graduates, as your name is called, please stand and remain standing. For the United States Army, Savannah LaFrance, Peyton Lovett. For the United States Marines, Tyler Varnador, Andrew Bentley. For the United States Navy, Keegan Anderson, Grady Berryhill, Cooper Craig, Aiden Ferris, Tyler Severson, Elijah Ellington, Jameson Rogers. For the United States Coast Guard, Owen Watkins. For the United States National Guard, James Lyles. Thank you. The 2024 class Victorian is the son of David and Heather Keith. He has a 4.551 GPA and a 35 on the ACT. It is my privilege to present to you the class valedictorian, Mr. Eric Andrew Keith.
Brighton High School, class of 2024. We did it. We're finally here. Just a little more ceremony left, and it's over for us. But there's so much more ahead. We're all going to different places, Some of us are going to the military, some of us are going to a 4-year college, some of us are going to trade school, some straight to the workforce, and others to places I couldn't tell you. Some of us have it all worked out, some of us don't, and that's okay. Personally, I know that I'm going to a 4-year college for computer engineering. But with this speech right here, I'm barely prepared for it, and I'm doing it right now, let alone 4 months ahead. But what I do have is a direction. I know where this speech is going. I know where I want it to end up. And hopefully, all of you know where you want to end up in life. Maybe it's just a general idea, but that's enough. Hopefully, you have that. But if on the course of our lives, we start going off just slightly off in the wrong direction, we'll end up very far from where we want to be. A few years ago, I was throwing around a frisbee with some friends, and one of them was pretty bad at it. Every time he would throw it, it would go off in a completely random direction. We'd have to go up and down the hills and valleys in the area to retrieve it. After that, I gave him a few pointers, and turns out all he was doing wrong was tilting his wrist just a little too much. He worked it out, and after that, that frisbee flew straight. No more hitting children in the head, and no more running up and down the steep hills to get it back. It did not take much at all to correct the path of his frisbee. This concept of making small changes is everywhere around us. Take, for example, the hallway down from parent pickup to that curve right at the front office. You all know what I'm talking about. I'll save you the math, but if that hallway, one of the walls, was just off by 1/10 of a degree, at the end of the hallway, it would be off almost a full 10 inches from where it was supposed to be. That's a lot. To fix it, all you have to do is correct that barely 1/10 of an inch. That's it. When we're trying to thread the needle of life for that perfect path, the small difference can lead you off a cliff. Maybe a certain class sparked your interest for a subject that you now love. Maybe that class was taught in such a way that now you're going to hate it forever, even if you would have loved it otherwise. All these choices are super important. Your first date, maybe your first date was the right one for you. Maybe your first date did something that's going to scare you off from the person that's right in the future. Your choice to go to the military or to college or something else, what college you go to, what major you choose, what branch of the military you choose. These will affect who your friends are and how well prepared you are for what comes ahead. If we change our lives now by just 1/10 of a degree to the left or the right, then that can put our lives in the right direction. When you're faced with decisions, they can be much greater than you know. We won't always know just how close that cliff is until we're already falling off. A small change, and we could end up 100 miles away from where we want to be. A small change in the right direction, and we're back on track. We all have a different path laid out ahead of us. Make the choices that are right for your path. Thank you.
It is now time for the most exciting part of the program. Dr. Combs and I have the pleasure of presenting a diploma to the graduates, and we're pleased to congratulate them on 13 years of hard work to get to this point. Please try to hold applause until all names have been called.
Eric Andrew Keith. Anna Rose Wright. Madison Lee Shelton. James Aiden Fitzhugh. Addie Lynn Rankin. Ethan Robert Cranford. Noah Spencer Maxwell. Caitlin Lynette Boston. Cora Elizabeth Anderson. Jalen McKinley Billings. Natalie Francis Severs. Charlie Drew Franks. William Bennett Comer. Xavier Nicholas Reed Lassiter. Leanna Jazz McBride. Case Watkins Maxwell. Raleigh Lane Finley. Sarah Ann Machida. Addison Elizabeth Marshall. Ellen Precious Osarami Dennison. David Lopez de la Cruz. Ella Rose Beiersdorf. Mariah Ashlyn Koss. Aiden Grace Shelton. Blaze Anne-Marie Barr. Emma Nicole Abernathy. Seth Tyler Allen. Keegan Ray Stephen Anderson. Ava Reese Anderson. Madden Brooke Anderson. Tiwan Laquan Anderson. Jaquistion Laquel Anthony. Isabella Nicole Arnold. Dustin Thomas Barnett. Theron Allen Beasley. James Hunter Belk. Aaron Nicole Bell. Andrew Harold Bentley. Allison Faith Bernardini. Grady Easton Berryhill. Brody Michael Billings. Zachary Robert Billings. Keith Shea Bogle. Catherine Elaine Bonds. Cortavius Deshaun Bonner. Aiden Christopher Booth. Kaylee Diane Boyd. Christina Rose Briggs. Dalton Michael Bromley. Sherman Shonvelle Brown II. Summer Sierra Buchanan. Georgia Millie Burleson. Jatavion Quintrell Burrell. Ava Grace Burton. Kathleen Lachey Butler. Kyle Michael Casey. Jordan Elizabeth Caldwell. Kaylee Renee Cantrell. Lala Gail Carter. Madison Claire Carter. Taylor Lane Channel. Dominic Draven Chesney. Tucker Blaine Child. Messiah Chung. Monterio Deshaun Clark. Divine Shakara Cleaves. Mallory Jane Clift. Jacob Wayne Cochran. Ava Lynn Cole. Ruby Marion Conkus. Christian Michael Cannell. Rianne Conley Cook. Christian James Cowser. Cooper Michael Craig. Tia Marie Kreider. Cade Allen Croson. Christian Kelly Cummings. Mariah Alicia Curry. Derek Aiden Dalton. Aubrey Lee Davis. Orion Lane Davis. Ashley De La Cruz. Tristan Mims Deering. Dylan Grace Dement. Lanson Alexander Demery. Tristan Sean Dixon. Michael Kenneth Dobbins. Riley Nicole Downing. Devin Austin Draffin. Phoenix Lee Drury. Hannah Alexis Edwards. Liera Nicole Elkins. Elijah Todd Ellington. Garrett David Embry. Aubrey Renee Eister. Anissa Lene Ferry. Aiden Walker Ferris. Vincent Alexander Fight. Carlo Robert Flacavento.
Amaya Alexis McGee Flagg. Lyric A. Marie Franklin. Alexia Trinae Gant. Camila Garcia de la Cruz. Whitney Page Garland. Addison Grace Gatlin. Ashley Lynn Gerlach. Hannah Marie Gitchell. Adrian Jeremiah Glisson. Harrison Reed Godwin. Madison Ray Good. Landon Lewis Gorglione. Brett Matthew Grantham. Skylar Jaden Grimes. Jaden Kale Gross. Azabria Jeanne Hall. Jaquan Dewan Hall. Aurora Lene Harris. Ethan Scott Hector. Madison Ray Hendricks. Ashlyn Ray Henry. Mackenzie Piper Hobson. Caroline Elizabeth Hooper. Keith Marcus Hopkins. Madison Payne Hopkins.
Good job, man.
Jacob Tyler Hughes. Tyler Charles Jackson. Keegan Sean Jarman. Daniel Jimenez. Breasia Markiah Johnson. Dylan Zachary Johnson. Timothy Lewis Johnson. David Jason Jolly Jr. Cassidy Lane Jones. Cooper Ellis Jones. Malia Dawn Kemp. Tierney Marie Kemp. Addie Elizabeth Kidd. Abigail Jean Kozlowski. Savannah Lee LaFrance. Hunter Philip Lampley. Marissa Joyce Lanham. Clayton Matthew Lasky. Lindley Kate Lawson. Brianna May Leslie. Peyton Kane Lovett. Melissa Maria Lowe. Sierra Brooke Lloyd. James William Lyles IV. Dantasia Malia Macklin. Mariah Destiny Macklin. Kenzie Leilani Ann Mahikoa. Carson Blaine Marbury. Dominique Miguel Martinez. Lily Madison Mashburn. Lauren Ashley May. Brandon Rylan McCourt. Arlie John McIntyre. Adeline Lawrence McWhorter. Janet Medina. Taylor Lee Merriman. Harris Lee Miller. Tiara Regine Miller. Tristan Jaden Munford. Everpaul Moreno. Cameron Michael Morissette. Ariana Khalees Mosley. Hannah Lynn Mosley.
Good job, Hannah. Congratulations, buddy. Good luck to you.
Keep on, you're doing a good job.
She was doing good.
Congratulations, good job.
Christopher Keenan Murr. Rayanna Grace Murray. Hayden William Nelson. Tanaya Alexis Nelson. Jeffrey Wayne Nelson Jr. Tucker Thomas Nolan. Mackenzie Peyton Owen. Wyatt James Palmer. Paul Lee Palmer Jr. Ethan Lane Pannell. Mitchell Dwayne Perrymore. Seth Jacob Parker. Marilyn Ellen Parkey. Madison Aubrey Parks. Jesse Dante Pearson. Jenna Lee Perkins. Zachary Travis Pickle. Blake Chadwick Pilkington. Bryson Leland Pogue. Dakota Cheyenne Pooh. Aiden Brown Potter. Nathan Matthew Pretrick. Destiny Lachey Pruitt. Gabriella Nicole Reagan. Stephen Robert Ragsdale. Reed Christian Ralph. Sarah Rose Reen. Shikawa Monique Reeder. Ian Ward Reese Jr. Josiah Christian Reffy. Jordan Marie Robinson. Nadine Christine Robinson. Bailey Misha Jade Robley. Jamison Rogers. Caden Reagan Rook. Roberta Lynn Rook. Ashley Elizabeth Roy. Susanna Gail Sane. Bria Jontrese Sales. Austin James Sanders. Tyler Scott Severson. Anya Jade Shaneyfelt. Chastity Savannah Shea. Abigail Renee Smith. Brooks Allen Hamlet Smith. Malachi LaJuan Smith. Presley Kate Smith. Tanaya Patrice Smith. William James Smith. Joshua Thomas South. Ella Nicole Stacy. Brooke Lee Kuanella Makamai MMA Stone. Mackenzie Grace Stone. Nicholas Ryan Strangerville. Joshua David Suter. Daniel George Tate. David Jerome Tate Jr. Jacob Matthew Taylor. Slade Jackson Templeton. Pierre Antoine Thompson. Zakiah Janice LaKay Tipton. Emma Riley Tucker. Alexander Cole Turner. Wishorn Turner Jr. Alyssa Caitlin Talley. Nicholas Chance Valentine. Ryan Matthew Vandiver. Tyler Patrick Vonador. Ian Christopher Walker. Justin Kelly Walker. Tucker Earl Walker. Stephen Dwayne Wallace Jr. Daniel Glenn Ward. Case Stanley Washam. Owen Sims Watkins. Katie Montana Weatherford. Matthew Stephen Weatherford. Addison Claire Wickham. Mina Leigh Willis. Andrew Ray Wilson. Kamoy Mackenzie Wilson. Skylar Grace Wilson. Emma Jo Wolf. Daquan Tyshawn Wright. Lachelle Kalisha Yateman. Emily Jade Yukolovich. Devin Allen Dalton. Katarina Chetterley. Excel Sandrine Etienne. Samara Soares Pice.
Congratulations.
The time has arrived, the tassel turning time. All your family, friends, and mentors have gathered together this evening to witness and share in the accomplishments we celebrate. Since turning the tassel symbolizes the ticket to your future, you can now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Everyone please stand for the Brighton High School alma mater, which is located on the back of your program. This will be led by a choir and band. Graduates, please be seated. We now have the banner exchange from the class of 2024 to our next senior class. Representing the class of 2025 is Miss Olivia Macklin. In a minute, it will be the moment these students have waited for as they are able to toss their hats in celebration. After that, students will have a recessional back to the building. Please remain in the stands and honor your student by standing during the recessional. You can meet your student in the front of the main entrance for as many pictures as you want. Parents, family, friends, and guests, I proudly present to you the Brighton High School class of 2024.